Let's talk about how we took a high-ticket consultant's funnel from $0 to an average of $432,536.50 a month using YouTube ads. We're going to cover how we went from $0 to spending over 9,000 Australian dollars per day on YouTube ads, which is equivalent to around 6,000 US dollars. And how we set up their tracking from scratch so we could go on to produce over $800,000 together in the start of 2023. Also, the top 4 winning creatives that we produced together, and one is above a 4 ROAS, so stay tuned for those creatives at the end. So we took them from unreliable tracking data to over $865,073 in revenue over January and February of 2023. And here are the stats to prove it. As you can see, in January, they did $416,815. And in February, they did $448,258. And before we dive really deeply into this presentation here, I just want to introduce myself first and foremost. So my name is CJ Pales, and I'm a digital marketing manager here at Client Accelerators. And I've personally managed over $2 million in ad spend profitably across Facebook, Google, and TikTok. And here's an account I worked on where we did around $1.7 million in revenue. Another one where we did over $1 million in revenue. And I've also worked on Russ Ruffino's account. And I also manage the organic marketing here at Client Accelerators, where we've done over $40 million per year in ad spend across YouTube, Facebook, Google, TikTok, and other platforms. And we've done over $200 million in sales in the past 4 years for high-ticket coaches and consultants. And we've also worked with high-profile names in the industry such as Anik Singhal, Russell Brunson, Sophie Howard, Stephen Georgi, Justin Goff, Russ Ruffino, Traffic and Funnels, and so many other really notable names. So make sure to grab something to take notes with because we're getting started right now. So a little bit about the background of the client. Their business name is Profit Enterprise, and they help their customers start earning up to $30,000 per day by teaching them artificial intelligence and affiliate marketing. And they sell a $2,497 paid in full program, or they offer a 3-time split payment of $997. They started working with us mid-2022 after seeking counsel from another one of our active clients. They had a brand new funnel which was unproven through paid advertising, so we built and scaled his paid advertising with him. And when we looked into his account initially, we knew there would be 3 major challenges associated with this project. The first one is starting that funnel from scratch. Usually we only work with clients who already have a strong funnel with proven metrics, and because of the lack of data, it means that you don't know what works and what doesn't. That means it costs time and money testing to see what actually works the best. However, we just knew that Profit Enterprises economics would be a smash hit paired with our paid advertising team. So this is how we went from $0 to spending over $6,000 US per day on YouTube ads. So as you can see here, from January to June 8th in 2022, there's $0 spent, 0 views, 0 conversions. And now from March 1st to March 10th in 2023, we spent $97,000 in just 10 days. So that's about 9,000 Australian dollars per day. And, just so you can see the conversion factor between the USD and Australian dollar, really pairs up like that. So this is where we started to lay the foundation for the account. And we began building his account from scratch. We started the account by optimizing with maximize conversions as the objective to feed the algorithm some new conversion data quickly. This allowed us to get the most conversions possible out of our ads, which is really, really important in the beginning. So once we had 100 or more conversions for our most important events, such as leads and book calls, we were able to identify our average cost per action on the account. To continue to drive increases in performance, we switched our bid strategy to target cost per acquisition. This new bid strategy basically forces Google to find us conversions for the exact price that we want, driving better and more consistent results. And so this is the 3-phase scaling method that we used to scale his ads and to drive better performance. So step one is testing out those creatives to those audiences and quickly finding our winners. As we quickly found our winners and cut our losers, we replaced the budget we cut with the ads that were working with the best ads. So once we cut out those losers and that spend associated with the losers, we associated and sent all of the new budget to the performing ads. And so step number two was, we already had a bunch of winning audiences, luckily, for this offer when the client came to us, because we actually ran ads for a similar offer in the past, which basically allowed us to skip step two. Since we already had all the audiences, we just needed to find the winning creatives. We tested our creatives to those audiences and quickly found our winners. That way we could start pushing 80% of our budget to the winning combinations. It's very important that you have the majority of your budget on the best performing ads. Once we had 80% of our budget with the winning campaigns, we continue testing with the other 20% to find more winning creatives and audiences. This is our systematic media buying approach that allows us to get consistent results for our clients. And here are some of the numbers after just a couple of months working together. In September 13th to September 25th of 2022, we did $27,000 in revenue one week and $34,200 in revenue the other week. And total profit was $14,826.27 one week. And then the next week it was $31,068. And the ROI was just looking fantastic after just a couple of months together. And the ROI was 880% this week, with 990% the week following. And so this is the Nuke strategy. We've tested over 75 audiences for this style of offer as an agency. So once you find your winning audiences and creatives, it's about duplicating the winning campaigns horizontally instead of vertically increasing individual campaign budgets. Now, I know that's a lot of mumbo jumbo, but let me show you what that means. So instead of adding more budget to your individual campaigns, this strategy actually calls for duping them out. So let's take this campaign for example. Instead of upping the budget of the first campaign by $280.24, we kept duping it out and starting a fresh campaign until we found the ones that performed the greatest. So as you can see, the second campaign was $280.24 in budget. And so we didn't increase the first campaign, we just duped it out and started a new campaign. This basically stabilizes cost per impressions while scaling and allows us to cut the losing campaigns faster. Take a look at some of his more recent numbers. So in February 13th to February 26th of 2023, one week we did $85,370, and the week after we did $110,835. The profit was $55,047.72, and the ROI that week was actually 181.54%. And then the week after was $77,390.72, and the ROI was actually 231.4% that week. So as you can see, this funnel is scaling pretty nicely. We're maintaining exceptional profitability even after almost 10xing his ad spend since September. And so challenge number two was that he didn't have a reliable tracking system set up. And so we had to build their end-to-end tracking model out from scratch. Oftentimes business owners that come to us already have something built out that we simply have to improve upon. But in this case, we had nothing to start with, making the challenge of scaling even more difficult. So this is how we set up their tracking from scratch so we could go on to produce over $800,000 together in the start of 2023. The first thing that we did was set up Hyros. This gave us two big benefits right away. Hyros allowed us to attribute the winning creatives to specific campaigns, and Hyros also gets attribution accuracy to 95% versus 40 to 50% with the traditional pixel tracking. Let me show you what I mean. So this case here clearly displays that the ad platform caught a $1,178 cost per book call, while Hyros accurately caught a $481.76 cost per book call. That's 59% inaccurate, guys. Can you imagine the quality of decisions you'd be making with data that is off by up to 60%? That is why it is absolutely essential to set up Hyros. So let's talk about the conversion tracking that we set up for max data integrity with the ad platform. So next we set up this conversion tracking for max data integrity, and we are actually not using the Google Pixel in this instance. We are optimizing the account with offline conversions using Hyros. So that means that we are only sending Hyros data conversion points into Google and optimizing our campaigns based on that. So here's what that actually looks like. In Hyros, there's actually a really simple setting that you just have to toggle on. And so we toggle this on, and the results are twofold. The data our campaigns optimize on becomes much more reliable, and all inefficiencies associated with the ad platform are actually eliminated. Turning this option on allows our end-to-end tracking platform to send data directly to Google. This information shows up as conversions, which are what Google optimizes their campaigns off of. With the much more reliable data, we were able to quickly scale the account and do $865,073 in revenue over January and February of 2023. So the next really big challenge was that we needed to get winning creatives really quickly. In the fast-paced world of digital marketing, success often comes down to finding winning ad angles that generate revenue quickly. In the case of this particular project, there was no time to waste on testing new creative concepts. Instead, we had to come up with the ad angles that would crush it right from the start. The urgency of the situation was not lost on us. Our client needed to start seeing a return on their investment as soon as possible. This meant that our creative accelerator team had to rely on our experience and knowledge of the industry to create ad angles that would not only capture attention, but also drive revenue. Let me show you exactly how we did that. So these are the top 4 winning creatives that we produced together, and one is above a 4x ROAS. So upon initial launches, our creative team comes up with 3 different angles. The first one is called the direct pitch. The second one is the proof angle. And the third is the contrarian ad. Our team fully scripts every video. Then our video editing team puts together each video to run on YouTube. All the client had to do was provide us with the raw footage that we asked for, and we'll turn it into creatives that convert. In this client's case, the contrarian ad was the clear winner of the 3, and in fact, we are still running the same ad today with different variations. This ad starts by grabbing attention with the contrarian statement. It then goes on to create curiosity in the solution you provide so that they're eager to click. It also uses proof to pre-sell them on your training so they're ready to consume your webinar content. The research that we did on his target market showed that they were solution aware, meaning we had to harp on a new unique mechanism. Something new that could help them achieve their goal of having an additional source of income. With Profit Enterprises' cutting edge technology and amazing results, it was an easy sell. So once we know who they are, which 30 to 40 years old, and what they want, which is to get into the biz ops space to make money online, and what they've already tried, which was drop shipping, Amazon FBA, real estate, e-commerce, and even writing blogs to build their side hustle, then we could create a contrarian statement that those methods are actually not the best solutions to their problem, which quickly perks up their ears because this is not what they expect to hear. So I'll show you the best variations and their stats right now. So the first one is the contrarian hook 2. This is version 2 of this ad.
The best side hustle to start in 2022 is not by doing e-commerce, real estate, or writing blogs that no one's ever going to read. Sounds crazy, right? My name's Chris Reader, and I'm making a full-time...
So this ad here, we spent $14,351.79. Total revenue driven was $66,600. And the total profit was $52,248.21 for a ROAS of 4.64. Next up, we have our contrarian hook 3.
The best side hustle to start in 2022 is not by doing Amazon FBA, real estate, or drop shipping like most people think. Sounds crazy.
So a little bit of a different variation of the hook there, and we spent $30,445.47 on this ad, and the total revenue driven was $86,400. with a profit of $55,954.53. And the overall ROAS on this ad was 2.84. So next up, we have the contrarian plane hook. Let's check this ad out.
Yo, what's up guys? Literally working on my laptop, flying to Europe first class at the age of 23. And what's crazy is only 4 years ago, I was doing a university degree, marketing and management, and now I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month traveling around the world. And what's actually even crazier is I've gone on to teach my methods to countless students, and they've gone on to generate a combined over $64 million. This is all thanks to a brand new AI-powered side hustle that leverages artificial intelligence to do all the heavy lifting for you. If you're interested, make sure to stick around and watch the rest of this video. Sounds crazy.
So really cool new hook there, and we spent $26,155.42 on that one, and the overall revenue produced was $91,800 for a total net profit of $65,644.58 and an overall return on ad spend of 3.51, which is really great. Lastly, we have our contrarian hook 2, which is version 1 of the first ad that we actually discussed. And so let's check out the intro to this one.
The best side hustle to start in 2022 is not by doing e-commerce, real estate, or writing blogs that no one's ever going to read. Sounds crazy, right? My name's Chris Reader, and I'm making...
So this one, we spent $94,464.60. The overall revenue was $217,800 for a total profit of $123,335.40 and a ROAS of 2.31. So this one really brought in the profits. So let's recap the steps that we took to go from $0 to an average of $432,536.50 a month using YouTube ads. First, you want to implement our three-phase scaling method and our Nuke strategy so that you can spend up to $6,000 per day on YouTube ads profitably. Then set up Hyros for the end-to-end lossless tracking system so that high-quality decisions can become extremely easy with the reliable data. And if you choose to rely on traditional tracking methods, they could be off by up to 60%. And lastly, produce some winning creatives by testing these 3 angles, such as the direct pitch, the proof angle, and the contrarian ad. Really try to figure out what your target market is aware of and tell them that those solutions don't work and why your solution works better. So when we implemented these 3 key strategies for our client, here is what their results started to look like. From January 1st, 2023 to February 28th, 2023, their total revenue was $865,073 on an ad spend of $174,135.37. Total profit was $690,937.63, and their return on ad spend was 4.97. So we're looking really, really good for the start of the year. Now, you may be wondering what it's been like for Profit Enterprise to work with us. When they were onboarded, they didn't have data that they could rely on, therefore making it difficult to make decisions. So he knew he needed to get help as soon as possible. And our relationship together is just getting started. We aim to help Profit Enterprise achieve their goal of $1 million per month. At the rate we've been scaling, we are not too far away. If you want to know how we can help you too, what you can do now is click on the link in the description. On the next page, you'll find a form that looks like this. Fill out your information and choose a time that works for you. We'll hop on a call to put together a strategy and see if we can actually help you scale up as well. Make sure to come prepared with all of your marketing data, because we'll be doing a deep dive into your marketing strategy and providing you with clear, actionable steps that you can take to make your marketing more profitable. Listen, you can pretty much install an entire marketing department with a senior media buyer, a junior media buyer, an account manager, and copywriters and videographers, all at your disposal in just a few simple steps. So what are you waiting for? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you got some value out of this call. And make sure to click on the link below to book your strategy session with our team. And hopefully we'll talk to you soon.